Hi, it's Lucy here, and today I'll create 4 cards using Uniquely Creative's new Easter sheets. I'm even going to make a birthday card with them. They come in both digital and print versions, and the first sheet I showed is actually free to download, so it's great if you want to try printing at home before purchasing anything. I'll share more about that as we go. I'll be making a feminine floral Easter card and a feminine birthday card and 2 cute Easter cards. And I'm excited to create them all with you now, so let's jump in. And to start, I'm pairing them with a couple of papers from Uniquely Creative's February Serenity collection. I'm die cutting a piece of this gorgeous lime paper to fit my card front using my go-to stitched rectangle dies. They're also from Uniquely Creative. And this set has 7 nesting dies that fit a standard Australian card size of 14.8 by 10.5 centimetres. They're sold out at the moment, but fingers crossed they'll be back soon. I'll link US sized versions in the description. I've also torn a piece of the pink check arch print to add to the bottom of the card. Tearing paper is so fun. Do you do it? I hope you're not afraid. It's just paper. I've already fussy cut everything off screen this time. If you're looking for fussy cutting tips, I've shared lots of tricks in previous videos, so I thought I'd give it a miss today. Now I'm adding one of the large flower bunches to the card, but before I do, I'm curling under the edges of the petals and leaves for a bit of extra dimension. I'll be popping it up with foam tape, and you'll notice whenever I use foam tape or dots, I always add a bit of glue too. I've been making cards for about 15 years now, and I've noticed that on some of my early cards the foam tape loosened over time, so this just gives a little extra assurance that everything stays put. I'm separating the petals on this pink flower so I can bend them individually. This one is going on top of the large flower cluster to add another layer, and I think it makes such a big difference. I've also used foam tape under that pink flower for a bit more height. And now I'll tuck in a few more little pieces like some leaves and flowers where I think the cluster needs it. And then I'll add one of the sentiments and a beautiful butterfly. And that's the card finished, and it's just paper elements this time and on all these cards today. What do you think? It has quite a mature Easter feel to it, I think. But now I'm going to start on a couple of cute scenery cards featuring bunnies in a moment. And here we go, and I'm going to create both of these scene cards at the same time. They'll be different, with one in landscape and the other in portrait. I'll lightly ink some sky into the background using my Distress Oxide ink, and I'm using Tumbled Glass. This is my favourite blue shade as it's very subtle. And I'm a bit heavy-handed when it comes to inking, so I'm going to start by inking under where the grass will go so that if there's any clunky inking, it'll be hidden. And then I can slowly make my way up into where I actually want the ink to go. Do you have a preference when making cards? Do you do them mostly in portrait or landscape or slimline? I mostly create portrait ones, but when there's a scenic design involved, I do love to use the landscape layout as well. This step isn't necessary, but I do love fussy cutting my images, so I'm using my craft knife to get into each little gap in the fence. But since the background is mostly white, it wouldn't be too noticeable if you left those parts in. So if fussy cutting isn't your thing, feel free to skip this. And next I'm bending all the animals slightly to give them some roundness. It makes them feel a bit more real and really cute. And this is definitely something you won't find on a Hallmark card. I'll keep bending the other animals and then start building the scene. If I'm happy with where something is, I'll stick it down straight away like the fences so that things don't shift around while I'm deciding on placements of everything. And for the animals, I'm using foam dots and glue to help them stand out from the background again. Gosh, aren't these bunnies so cute? I love the banner as well, but I also want to include a sentiment, and the ones in these Easter sheets are just perfect. I'll add this cute sentiment first, then cut the banners and place them around it. The right hand side one will be raised with foam dots, and I'll just glue the other one straight onto the card as it's going to be a little bit behind the lady's umbrella. And then that card is almost finished. I just need to add it to a card base in a moment, then I'll share a close-up. I've also cut out this large tree, and while it'd be fantastic on a scrapbook layout, I can definitely make it work on this card too. I'll glue it down, including the tree trunk, and let it dry for a moment. And while I'm waiting, I'll go ahead and add the last design to a card front. Normally I start by attaching the fronts to my cards first. I can't remember why I switched it up this time. And then here's the close-up. Pretty cute, right? But really it's simple to make. I think families will love this kind of Easter card. This is actually my last Easter video for this year, but I recently made another one, so I'll link it at the end in case you're looking for more ideas. I'm rearranging the scene again, and once I'm happy with everything, I'll start gluing it down. I'll add the bunnies and the banner next. I feel like the bunnies need to be grounded, so I'm using my ink brush and a bit of black soot distress oxide ink to add a soft shadow onto their feet. Ideally, I would have done this before sticking them down, but I didn't notice until it was too late. But it's okay because it still worked. And now I'll add the sentiment and some green Nouveau drops, and I'll give the card a little tap to help them settle into a nice round shape. And then for extra cuteness, I'm adding some glossy accents to their eyes and noses on both cards. It looks creamy right now, but once it dries, it'll be clear and glossy, giving them a more lifelike look and really, really cute. Now on to the fourth card, and as I mentioned earlier, this one is a birthday card. I'm using another piece of paper from Uniquely Creative Serenity collection. And I fussy cut these scalloped borders from one of the sheets, but silly me, I totally forgot that I actually have a die set that would have cut them out perfectly. I should just pretend I did it on purpose to show you that you don't need the dies to get this look. But I'll show the die set here anyway, as it's gorgeous. It's a slimline set with 2 scalloped borders, one solid and one thin outline, and it's only 21 Australian dollars. And you could use these to cut any papers or cardstock, which is super handy. And once I've added the 2 scalloped borders to the card, both facing outwards, I'll add some florals, and since one of the sheets is all flowers, it can be used for any occasion. It's perfect for Mother's Day too, that's coming up soon. I've fussy cut another floral bunch along with some single flowers, and as always I'll round them off a bit around the edges before adding them to the card front with foam dots. And to finish the card off, I'll add an old sentiment and some Nouveau drops. It's a super simple card design, but hopefully you think it turned out pretty too. It would make a perfect Mother's Day card, wouldn't it? So let's take a look at all 4 cards together and check out how much of these sheets I still have left. I think I could easily make at least another 10 cards from them. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with any friends who might enjoy it too. Did it give you some new design ideas? These card layouts can be used with any sentiment to suit different occasions. The digital set of 4 sheets is $6 Australian, and as I mentioned, you can download one of the sheets for free. It's a great way to test how your printer and paper handle them. If you prefer the printed versions, they're available as individual sheets for $2 or $2.20 Australian, or as a bundle for $8. For links to all the products used in today's video, just click on the word more in the description box. I'll show an example on screen. And if you shop through my links, I earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, which is a great way to support my channel while you pick up some lovely crafting supplies. And I'll be back soon with another video, so make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. And if you're looking for more Easter inspiration, here's another video you might enjoy. And thank you so much for all your lovely comments. I really enjoy reading them. But that's it from me for now. So happy crafting and bye for now.